Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that gets a lot of questions, especially from aspiring legal professionals, the paralegal role. Specifically, we are going to unpack the key differences between being a paralegal in the United Kingdom versus the United States. You might think the job is the same everywhere, but you'd be surprised. The paths, the pay, and even the day-to-day tasks can be worlds apart. So, whether you're studying law, thinking about a career change, or just curious about the legal world, stick around. We're about to compare and contrast everything from education and certification to job responsibilities and career progression. It's UK versus USA, Paralegal Edition. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about the journey to becoming a paralegal. In the United States, the path is pretty structured. Most employers look for candidates who have completed a formal paralegal education program. This usually means getting an associate's or bachelor's degree in paralegal studies from a program approved by the American Bar Association, or ABA. While you technically can become a paralegal with just a high school diploma and on-the-job training, it's much less common and can limit your opportunities. After your education, you can pursue voluntary certifications like the Certified Paralegal from NALA or the Registered Paralegal from NFPA. These aren't mandatory in most states, but they are a huge plus. They signal a high level of competence and can really make your resume stand out to top-tier law firms. So, in the US, it's all about formal education and professional certification to prove your skills. Now, let's hop across the pond to the United Kingdom. The route to becoming a paralegal here is a lot more flexible. There isn't one single mandated pathway. Many UK paralegals actually start their careers without a specific paralegal qualification. A common route is to complete a law degree, the LLB, and then work as a paralegal while trying to secure a training contract to become a solicitor. Others might have a degree in a non-law subject and then take a conversion course. And then there are apprenticeships, which are becoming increasingly popular. These allow you to work in a law firm and study for a qualification at the same time, earning while you learn. Professional bodies like the National Association of Licensed Paralegals (NALP) and the Institute of Paralegals (IOP) offer qualifications and a membership structure. But again, these are not a legal requirement to work as a paralegal. So, the UK system is less about a single educational standard and more about different entry points into the profession. So we've covered education, but what about the job itself? What does a paralegal actually do? In the US, the role is very well defined. Paralegals are legal assistants who perform substantive legal work, but they must work under the supervision of a licensed attorney. They can't give legal advice, represent clients in court, or set legal fees. Their work is crucial though. They draft legal documents, conduct legal research, manage case files, interview clients and witnesses, and prepare for trials. Think of them as the engine room of a law firm, handling the detailed, billable work that frees up attorneys to focus on strategy and court appearances. The line is very clear. Paralegals support attorneys, but they cannot practice law themselves. It's a respected, professional role with its own distinct responsibilities and ethical boundaries defined by state bar associations. Over in the UK, the definition of a paralegal is much broader and, honestly, a bit more fluid. The term can cover a massive range of roles. A paralegal could be a law graduate waiting for a training contract, a career paralegal with decades of experience, or even someone in a legal support role who isn't a secretary. Because of this, the task can vary dramatically. Some UK paralegals perform duties very similar to their US counterparts, drafting documents, research, and case management. However, depending on their experience and the area of law, some senior or specialist paralegals in the UK might have more autonomy. And here's a key difference. A licensed paralegal in the UK, regulated by NALP, can, in specific and limited circumstances, undertake certain legal work for their own clients without the supervision of a solicitor. This is a huge distinction from the US model, where a paralegal always works under an attorney's supervision. This gives some UK paralegals a pathway to running their own practice in niche areas. Let's talk money and career growth. In the United States, being a paralegal is widely recognized as a long-term, professional career path. There's a clear structure for advancement. You can start as a junior paralegal, move up to a senior paralegal or paralegal manager, and even specialize in lucrative fields like intellectual property, corporate law, or litigation. Salaries reflect this. While it varies by state and experience, the earning potential for a skilled, certified paralegal in a major city can be very competitive. The career isn't just a stepping stone, it's a destination in itself. Many people build fulfilling, lifelong careers as paralegals, gaining deep expertise and becoming invaluable members of their legal teams. The progression is about becoming a more senior and specialized paralegal, not necessarily about becoming a lawyer. Now, looking at the UK career ladder, it can be a bit different. For many, the paralegal role has historically been seen as a temporary position, a stepping stone to becoming a solicitor or barrister. Law graduates often work as paralegals for a year or two to gain the experience needed to secure a coveted training contract. However, this is changing. The legal market is evolving, and the idea of a career paralegal is becoming much more established in the UK. With the rise of alternative business structures in law and a greater appreciation for the skills paralegals bring, more and more people are choosing to remain in their role long term. Organizations like the Institute of Paralegals have created career paths with tiers like Qualified Paralegal and Fellow, offering a sense of progression. While salaries historically might have lagged behind the US, they are becoming more competitive, especially for experienced specialists in big city firms. So, let's quickly recap the main points. In the US, the path is structured: get a formal education, get certified, and work under a lawyer's supervision. It's a well-defined career with a clear ladder for advancement. In the UK, the entry routes are more varied, from law degrees to apprenticeships. The term paralegal itself is broader, and in some cases, experienced and licensed paralegals can have more autonomy than their American counterparts. While it was often seen as a stepping stone, it's now growing into a respected career path in its own right. The core difference really boils down to regulation and definition. The US has a more standardized and regulated framework, while the UK offers more flexibility and variety in its approach. Which system is better? Well, that's not for me to say. It really depends on what you're looking for in a career. If you value a clear, structured path with standardized qualifications and a well-defined role, the American system might appeal to you. You know exactly what's expected of you and what you need to do to succeed. If you prefer more flexibility, diverse entry points, and the potential for a wider range of responsibilities, the UK model could be a better fit. The lack of a rigid structure can be an opportunity for those who want to carve their own unique path within the legal field. Both roles are absolutely vital to the functioning of the legal system in their respective countries. They are the unsung heroes who keep the wheels of justice turning. So, what are your thoughts? If you're a paralegal in the US or the UK, I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. Do you agree with this breakdown? Is there anything I missed? Sharing your insights could be incredibly helpful for others who are considering this career path. And if you found this video useful and want to learn more about different careers in the legal world, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our future videos. It really helps us out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.